Peace and love, peace and love. We'll be starting shortly. Check the mic. Check, 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 check. Check the mic. Let me know if you can hear me out there. Apparently the video wasn't showing any music, so I apologize.
Spinal cord injury.
All right. All right. Hang tight. We're not live yet.
When I passed you in the doorway, well, you took me with a glance. Says I'm living in a trance, but I'm dancing in the moonlight. It's caught me in its spotlight. It's alright, I'm dancing in the moonlight on this long hot summer night. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm on the streets again. I disobeyed another warning. I should have been in by 10. Now I won't get out till Sunday. I'll have to say I stayed with friends. Oh, it's a habit worth forming if the means justify the ends. I'm dancing in the moonlight. It's caught me in its spotlight. It's alright, I'm dancing in the moonlight on this long hot summer night. And I'm walking home. The last bus is long gone. But I'm dancing, dancing in the moonlight. It's caught me in its spotlight. It's alright, I'm dancing in the moonlight on this long hot summer night.
Well, all right, all right, all right. This is Will Dick with the Art of Floundering. Before we begin, our episode. We have a 3-minute information video, and then we'll get into our live episode. Please pay attention to this because we try to be educational. Right after this, we're going live. Here it is.
Welcome to another business primer from the Art of Floundering. Lesson 1. Penetrating virgin markets. Okay, gang, let's drill down into the data and get into today's lesson. In order to obtain necessary profits, thereby maximizing shareholder value, organizations must penetrate various marketplaces, some of which are the financial, the real estate, the global. However, often in the confusion and chaos, a very important market gets overlooked. That's right, gang. I don't need to spoon feed you. We're talking about the virgin market. Make no mistake about it, penetrating this untapped marketplace will result in some pretty gosh darn super duper peachy keen profits. Looky here, buckaroo. Penetrating a virgin market with just the tip of the organization will result in failure. The only way to properly stimulate growth in any market, especially a virgin market, is to perform a comprehensive analysis of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, which will be followed by going all in with the full width and depth of the corporate presence. In order for a virgin market to comprehend this market penetration is for real, an organization must be prepared to keep it in there until the job is done. Pulling out is just not the corporate way. Winners keep it in there. Besides, gosh darn it, the only way to stimulate growth, especially in a virgin market, is to go all in. Once you have obtained the proper growth, then, and only then, can you pull out and look for other untapped markets to penetrate.
Let's get into it, shall we? From the Art of Floundering, where we are all relevant, despite what the paperwork says. I want to welcome you. And Spanky's Puppets and Comics. This is a dual effort. We're gee golly gosh gang. It might get weird. Welcome. This is what happens when you don't do the right thing. Everybody gather around. Tinder date part 2. Driving it home. Act 1. Pre-flight. Are you ready? You may recall from episode 1, Edward Garcia was doing the pot and Sapphire was smoking his marijuana cigarette. Listen to the sound of Sapphire smoking Edward's marijuana cigarette while Eddie goes, "Hey baby, right on, smoke my marijuana cigarette." This is Eddie smoking weed. Yeah, man. Yeah. Blasting grass is cool. Look, I could have got a job, but I'd rather sit here and blast grass, okay? And listen. Okay, while that was going on, our hero, you know, I just can't be like Ed Garcia, blast grass and shit all over people and sleep like a baby at night. I'm looking for something real. Gosh, if I'm going to get into something as heavy as sexy time with a new gal, I certainly don't want to be doing it flying on the pot. What happened to Will D? He used to really follow the bong smoke just then. Hang on, sound effect time. It would appear that Satan and Jesus showed up. To say hi to the amazing slacker. Golly gosh there, Satan and Jesus, said the amazing slacker. I seem to have a quandary. While Edward's having his marijuana cigarette smoked, I'm wondering if I'm really doing the right thing by following this Tinder path. Just then, the Savior said, "Hey, man, make no mistake about it. Like we talked about before, if you want to tap some hot ass, man, there's no better app than Tinder, at least if you don't want to pay." Ha 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 ha, said Jesus. Clip it. We want to make sure we capture that. Okay, now. Jeepers, said Satan. Golly gosh, their partner. I can't think of anything more family friendly than Tinder. So, gosh, not only do you got the A-OK from my good pal Jesus, but your bestest pal Satan says I'd go for it, man. Gee whiz, Satan and Jesus, said the amazing slacker. Hey, how come this is not going viral? I need to know these kind of things, man. But, gee whiz, said the amazing slacker. I mean, thank you, Jesus and Satan, for all your help. And this is why it's not about me. They're just going to miss this, man. Act 2. Hold on. Act 2. Driving Miss Norma Jean. You know something, said the amazing slacker. Said the amazing slacker. I'm really glad that I'm not in that bar blowing grass, having some woman who's on the pot want more pot, smoking my marijuana cigarette. No, I'm gonna get ready for romance. But let me tell you something. Not only was our hero getting ready for romance, but so was Norma Jean. Hang on. Yeah, Norma Jean. She's the gal for me. Well, you know what? What I hope the message is that if you work hard enough, believe in yourself, anything's possible. You know, I used to think, a guy like me, I'm so flawed. How can I be worthy? So anyway, so as our hero was driving, here's Norma Jean, but wait a minute, she's got a puppy too. It would appear that our hero agreed to pick up his date at her place of work. Here we go. Wow, said the amazing slacker. I can't wait for the romance to get started. This is going to be fun. Yeah, it is. Hold up, wrong one. Here we go. Hold on. Hey, said Norma Jean. I'm Norma Jean. I'm your Tinder date. I got a favor to ask you, man. I want to thank you for picking me up at my place of work. But can we load up the dogs and go to my place so I can wash some of the dog hair off before we go on this date? Why not? Said the amazing slacker. I love dogs. Secretly, the amazing slacker was wondering, things don't seem right. Who let the dogs out? Just then, Norma Jean opened the door and let her doggies in. Hang on. Whoops, wrong one. Here they are. Hey, thanks, said Norma Jean. Let's get over to my crib, man. Wow, said our hero, the amazing slacker. This must be the romantic part, dude. Just then, they started driving. While he was driving, the amazing slacker started thinking, hey, wait a minute. My spidey sense is telling me there's something a little bit off with good old Norma Jean. Besides, for being this pack of wild dogs that are in my car, she just might be on a spot of what they call the meth. You know, it's been a long time since I've been with anybody, and this might be a little strange, man, but I'm trying to still be a good guy, but I don't know. Just then, hold on, let me see if let me find the right music, man. Just then, Norma Jean decided to share her vulnerable and authentic side. Hey, said Norma Jean, I gotta tell you about my sex chair. You know, those things are pretty expensive. Hang on. Those things are pretty expensive, said Norma Jean. But I got a sex chair on sale. You want to check it out? It's not a brand name one, but it's still pretty good. Golly gosh, said our hero. I'm not sure if my back could handle a sex chair. Maybe that's not a good idea. Just then, oh come on, Poppy, said Norma Jean. What are you, some kind of fraidy cat? What are you, afraid to get on a sex chair, Poppy? Said Norma Jean. Just then, let's get into it, man. Act 3. This is a good time for everybody to just say, hey, you know, we've got more. We're just kind of setting the tone here, letting you know the evolution. Eventually, in about one more show, you're going to see him in action at work. But right now, you need to understand a few things. So let's get back to it. Hold on. Let me see here. All right, here we go. Act 3, Sex Chair Mania. After arriving at Norma Jean's place of residence, our hero was starting to kind of wonder. Things seem askew. Look, there's even more dogs. Hey, welcome to my crib. Why don't you come on in and check out the sex chair? Hey, do me a favor, said our hero. If I'm not out in 30 minutes, tell my mom I loved her very much, man. Just then, fuck yeah, dude. This is the money shot right here. Bam! The moment of truth, dude. You ready for it? You ready? Sex chair. Coming at you. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. And that's the scene he walked into. But it's not just that. It got a little bit even weirder, dude. Because then the dogs started showing up. Our hero was like, hey man, this might be crossing over into some weird territory I'm not that hip to. Then Norma Jean assumed the position, dude. And as she was rocking rhythmically and tweaking, all of her puppies bark. Check it out, dude. This is what happens when you go on Tinder. This is where the Tinder date wound up. Some would say this is romantic. I'm not here to judge that. I'm just here to say that this was a little unnerving for our character, dude. Imagine. Especially when you have to hear this. It's like, what's wrong, honey? Why can't you perform? Well, I'll tell you why I can't perform. Because there's dogs barking everywhere, man. Hang on. So, just then. Hey, said the amazing slacker. Golly gosh there. I just may have some issues with some of this. Hang on. Here we go. I had to clean something up. That sex chair looks a little weird. Just then, Norma said, you know what would be really super cool? Before we really got into it on this sex chair, I could really use a blueberry frosty from the convenience store down the street, dude. Hey, said our hero. Let me go get that for you then, man. Golly gosh, said the amazing slacker. I tried to be nice, but Norma Jean seems to be a little bit batshit crazy, dude. Yeah. So as our hero drives off, the thought occurs to him, how about I don't get that icy? How about I value my life over the intrigue of whether or not I can handle the sex chair with Norma Jean? To remind you, he was like, is this what I want? Do I want to go back to this? Imagine, where's my blueberry icy? I need that before. Gee, Norma Jean, you're tweaking a little bit more since I left. Is something askew with you and the puppies? Right? So our hero's thinking about that. Hold on. He's like, how about I got another idea. Instead of getting that icy and returning to that scene, how about I just go home and, as the kids say on the street, ghost her? Where's that blueberry icy, said Norma Jean. I need my blueberry icy. I need my blueberry icy. After action report, dude. Wow, man. Can we just rap for a bit? That was quite a day. And as our hero reflects, he's like, you know what? Maybe my calling post Life 2.0 is going to involve celibacy. Because I don't think I'm up for what that was. Yeah, man. Golly gosh. Things really went sideways on that date. And just when he was down and out, an old friend appeared. Oh my gosh, said the amazing slacker. It's my spirit guide. You know, I have felt askew. I wonder what went wrong just then. Hey, man, said the spirit guide. Hey, have you taken time to take a look at your side of the street? Maybe, just maybe, if you did, you would see that you were missing something. Just then, the spirit guide revealed what was missing, and what's been missing in all of our lives, man. What's that, you say? He forgot to follow the bong smoke. Gosh, I'm ashamed of myself. Such a simple thing. I should have just hung in the bar with Eddie following the bong smoke. Maybe things would have worked out better. Instead of doing it my way and hopping in that car and meeting Norma Jean on the Tinder date. Maybe, just maybe, Mr. Spirit Guide, maybe I should have followed the bong smoke. And that's okay. Because the spirit guide said, hey man, this is a learning journey, dude. It's all about the journey, dude. Hopefully you'll learn, dude. Hopefully you'll learn. You're right. I need to follow the bong smoke. Epilogue. Our hero decided to go out for an evening of blasting grass and following the bong smoke. And wouldn't you know, someone showed up. Sapphire. Hey there, Will, said Sapphire. I heard that Tinder date went a little sideways. You know something there, Tiger? I can give you some relief. Gosh, it's been a while since someone smoked my marijuana cigarette. Maybe I could handle that. Relax, baby. I'll be able to take all of that marijuana cigarette. Gosh, I don't know what I should do. Should I let Sapphire smoke my marijuana cigarette? I don't know what to do. Follow the bong smoke. Yeah. Hang on. that concludes this little production. We're not done, but that's it right there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Look. See, anything's possible. I want you to give you a preview. What's to come. If you're into dancing with snakes, that's going to be coming up in the next episode. As our hero navigates life 2.0 and tries perhaps a more spiritual path, maybe to his liking. Or perhaps a return. Hang on. Wait a minute. Where is he at? Where are they at? Maybe not a return. Perhaps a return to corporate America and Penetron would be the answer. Who knows? Either way, I want to thank everybody for watching this tonight. I want to wish you guys peace and love. As an added treat, we're going to drop more tabs and talk about life on this later. So, with that said, I want to say peace and love. Thanks, everybody. Allie, Rascally Rabbit, Jen, OG-san, where Sarah is, Seven and Dust. That's right, Biff Martin. He knows about penetrating those virgin markets, man. No, oh wait, that's a great line. This is great. No, I didn't get methed up. I mean, the character didn't get methed up. You're right. Thank you. Twice. With that said, peace and love, everybody. I'll see you guys soon.